Have you ever made a decision so bad that halfway through it you wished you could uninstall yourself from life like an app? Well, that's basically the story of Sinners. So, Sinners takes us deep into the Mississippi Delta during the 1930s, a time when life was already difficult, enough without supernatural nightmares joining the guest list. Sinners follows twin brothers Smoke and Stack, both played brilliantly by Michael B. Jordan. Now, these aren't your average twins. They have spent years away from home, making money through questionable means and collecting enough life experience to fill several crime documentaries. After years of being away, they return to their hometown with a dream. And honestly, it's not even a crazy dream. They simply want to open a music club where people can dance, drink, forget their troubles, and enjoy life for a few hours. Sounds wholesome, right? Wrong. Because if horror movies have taught us anything, is that whenever someone says everything is finally going well, disaster is usually waiting around the corner holding a baseball bat. These brothers buy an old building and begin putting everything together. They recruit musicians, gather supplies, and invite the local community. The atmosphere feels hopeful. For once, people who have spent years struggling under poverty and oppression get a chance to celebrate. One of the musicians they bring in is a young blues guitarist named Sammy. This guy can play, and when I say he can play, I mean his guitar sounds like it has its own emotional support therapist. His music is so powerful, soulful, and almost supernatural, and that's where the problem begins. You see, in the world of sinners, music isn't just music. Certain songs seem capable of reacting beyond the normal world and touching something ancient and dangerous. During the club's opening night, everything starts perfectly. People are dancing, laughing, drinking. The cash register is finally doing its job. For a few glorious moments, nobody is getting chased, possessed, or murdered. Then strange visitors arrive. And trust me, when mysterious strangers show up in a horror movie after sunset, nobody should be opening the door. These newcomers aren't ordinary people. They are vampires. Not the sparkling kind, not the romantic kind, not the kind that spends 3 movies arguing about relationships. These vampires are terrifying predators. They are ancient, patient, and extremely hungry. As the night unfolds, the celebration slowly transforms into a nightmare. Friends become enemies. Trust begins to disappear. The club that was supposed to be a symbol of hope becomes a trap. What makes Sinners so interesting isn't just the horror, it's the themes hiding underneath. The movie explores family, identity, culture, temptation, faith, and the price people pay when chasing freedom. Smoke and Stack aren't just perfect heroes. In fact, they've made plenty of mistakes. That's why the title Sinners works so well. Everyone in this story carries regrets. Everyone has made choices they wish they could take. The vampires almost become symbols of those past sins. No matter how far you run, eventually your past catches up with you and knocks on the door. Sometimes, literally. As the body count rises, the twins realize they must stop thinking like businessmen and start thinking like survivors. The club becomes a battlefield. Every room becomes dangerous. Every shadow becomes suspicious. And suddenly, staying alive until sunrise becomes the only goal that matters. Michael B. Jordan delivers an incredible performance, somehow making both brothers feel like completely different people despite sharing the same face. One brother is more calculated, the other is more emotional. Together, they create a fascinating dynamic that keeps the story engaging, even during the quieter moments. The film also uses music brilliantly. The blues isn't just background noise, it's practically another character. Every song carries emotion, history, pain, and power. The music connects generations and becomes central to the movie's supernatural element. The music is stunning. Visually, the film is stunning. The dusty Mississippi landscapes, the warm club, Lightning and the dark horror sequences create an atmosphere that feels both beautiful and unsettling. One minute you are admiring the scenery, the next minute you are wondering who is about to get bitten. By the final act, everything explodes into a tense fight for survival. Secrets are revealed, loyalties are tested, characters are forced to confront both literal monsters and the monsters within themselves. And when the credits finally roll, you are left thinking about much more than vampires. You are thinking about family, you are thinking about forgiveness, you are thinking about the choices people make when life gives them impossible odds. Sinners isn't just a horror movie, it's a story about redemption, wrapped inside a terrifying supernatural thriller. It's emotional, suspenseful, funny in unexpected places, and genuinely scary when it wants to be. And most importantly, it reminds us of one simple lesson. If you're opening a nightclub in a horror movie, keep a few wooden stakes behind the bar, just in case. And that there is Sinners, a night of music, monsters, and mistakes that nobody will even forget.